Thanks for watching Normal Game Couch. Before I get started, I'm waiting for the moment of silence. That's where I wait about a minute or so before I get into the show to make sure that my commentary isn't being interrupted by advertisements. Pape Satan, Alep. Thus Plutus with his clucking voice began, and that benignant sage who all things knew, said to encourage me, Let not thy fear harm thee, for any power that he may have shall not prevent thy going down this crag. Then he turned round unto that bloated lip, and said, Be silent thine own rage. Not causeless is this journey to the abyss. Thus it is willed on high, where Michael wrought vengeance upon the proud adultery. Even as the sails inflated by the wind involved together fall when snaps the mast, so fell the cruel monster to the earth. Thus we descended into the fourth chasm, gaining still farther on the dulsome shore, which all the woe of the universe insacks. And thus I begin Circle 4, the fourth circle of 9 Circles of Couch. Welcome to Normal Game Couch. As I said, today we're playing. We're on the fourth day of 9 Circles of Couch. That is Diablo 3 spread out over 9 episodes. That was an excerpt from Dante's Inferno. And that part is the descent into the fourth circle. So that's why I read that excerpt today. We're playing as Crusader. So let's go ahead and get some of this character development narrative out of the way, shall we?
I've been told you were there for the destruction of Mount Ariat.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And half the countryside with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Ariat's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
Nope, he's got more to say.
You seem to have survived the World Stone's destruction.
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Were your brothers in arms glad for your return?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
Even in heaven there's politics.
Do you regret abandoning Leah?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
By the way, I will come back to Adria, but I just wanted to point out, while I haven't been streaming, I've been playing this game with another character, and that character has unlocked Covetous Shen. And as a result, Covetous Shen is now available for all my characters. This guy lets me take gems and combine them or take them out of socketed items that I have embedded them into. So basically just for a price too, but basically lets me mix and match my gems and combine my gems into greater gems. Voiced by, I don't know his name, but the guy that did the Chinese restaurant Maitre D or whatever on that episode of Seinfeld. I believe he also played Tia Carrera's father in Wayne's World. I think. That guy. He's that guy that you see in everything. Speaking of voice actors, there is something amazing coming up about halfway through today's episode. You'll know when it happens. Come on, get it. I can never get an angle on Adria.
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his heraldic texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you ever see him again?
Only from afar. Of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
I take the time to listen to these because there is a plot here, and if you don't listen to these, you don't understand the depth of it.
How did you come to be captured?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
All right, and this guy. Normally, when NPCs have something to say, their little blue asterisk shows up on the minimap. This guy's does not, so you have to check.
I take it your wife was not burned at the stake for witchcraft.
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
You risked your life for someone you didn't even know. There's not many would do that.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the veteran wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
But that's a story for another time. There's another person up here that sometimes talks without an asterisk on the minimap, but I don't see it. Just some flavor text over there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and advance the narrative here by talking to Leah.
The guards were asking you about this black soul stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Haradrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the soul stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the soul stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
We rescued Leah's mother, Adria. She told us about the Black Soul Stone, an artifact that could banish evil forever. I must find it.
I must find it.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Haradrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
So I've been collecting gems on this character. I haven't had the chance to combine them yet. So we'll combine some so that I can put them in things later. I wasn't really. I'm not really going to go like artisan heavy on this playthrough. But as you can see, I have Covetous Shen up to level 10, but that's because I was working that on my other character, my non-streaming character. But I will benefit by putting gems into my socketed items. But I'm not going to get like ridiculous with it. I'm not going to sit here for minutes at a time thinking about what the best thing to do would be. I'll just throw some gems in socketed items occasionally. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it.
Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
I don't like dealing with Cole any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Zoltan Kuhl is a cool guy.
300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Why did the Horadrim kill Zoltan Kuhl?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
Zoltan Kuhl is an unknown. Involving him is risky.
You take risks every day, Crusader, and one dismembered wizard is nothing compared to Belial and Azmodan.
Alright, I think we're ready to move on here. Alright, so I need to find the Oasis Gate in the Flooded Causeway. My waypoint is up there, but wouldn't it make sense to teleport there? I guess it's not as far away as I thought it was. Okay. The Flooded Causeway.
It's disgusting. I've seen that man.
Place. Yeah, we're cool. Alright. Find the Oasis Gate in the Flooded Causeway. I was thinking of a different part. Yeah, we're on track here.
The Valrus manuscript lists Azmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
And look who it is. Emperor Hakan. Isn't that interesting?
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's gods are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
He walks like an old man.
How did all this happen?
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I've tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How could you aid me?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
Perhaps in a few years.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
I'm not sure I trust you, after you set your guards on us.
I told you, it was not my choice. My every move is controlled, and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
Alright, I think we're finally ready to move on. I've been playing for 15 minutes and haven't even played yet. But you know, I mean, I'm cool with that. I like a heavy narrative. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe too.
This will be a good battle. Not yet.
This will be a good battle. I've been playing. This is the same thing that happened last time I played. I'm playing my warrior so much that I'm expecting to press square to leap. That doesn't work.
Chaff before the wind.
Oh, I didn't realize I set one of those treasure dudes almost got away. So those little treasure dudes in this version of the game pretty much just drop like gems and crafting equipment. Sometimes they'll drop a weapon. I noticed that in previous incarnations of the game, specifically the PlayStation 3 one, those guys would often drop like really good weapons. Like they almost had like boss style drops. But I guess they toned that down in this port, in this version. Which is, I guess, a good thing, because you don't want to make it too easy to get good items. Oh, by the way, in addition to it being the fourth circle of my 9 Circles of Couch event, it is also Super Game Couch Week.
Bad luck for you, friend.
And I'm kind of combining events here. So the result is I'm playing Diablo 3 every weeknight this week, starting at 8. Playing through the equivalent of 3x. Half an act a night over 5 nights, but one of those nights is Act 4, which is short enough to be to have its own episode. So it's the equivalent of 3 acts over the next 5 days, including tonight. So Super Game Couch combined with 9 Circles of Couch. A lot of couch going on. A lot of couch happening. Oh, I thought that was a satchel for a second. There's some dead stuff. Some dead stuff rotting down in the sewer. Alright, that's where I'm supposed to go. So let's head back and see if there's anything down this direction. Don't want to miss any good loot drops.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Path to the Oasis. This is a really cool zone here, but I still like the Highlands more. I do like this zone a lot, though. A lot of cool set pieces here, like this set piece, for example. Like a little hidden village tucked away in a alcove in the forest. That's a nice set piece. Rakanishu. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the poison plants. If you're careful, they never get you. But it's pretty easy to be like to forget about them. And then be caught off guard by them. Die. I know I could move out of this poison, like I'm standing right in it. I should stand somewhere else, but whatever. Not like it's gonna kill me. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably get hit by a few of those plants. Death crack. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice set piece too. Had enough.
My wrath is low.
My wrath is low. In the northwestern sections of this zone, there's there should be some nice waterfall assets, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe, yeah, this is the kind of thing I was thinking of, like this here. I really like the assets in this zone. It's got a really cool kind of like fishing village vibe to it. Like jungle fishing village vibe. I dig it. Alright, what's this here? Old Fisherman's Cellar. Grex Festerbile, take that. Grex Festerbile. Yeah, here we go. Alright. No sub-narratives down here. Let's move on. Oh, what's this? Another cellar. Usually don't find two cellars so close to each other.
Please, help! The Imperial Guards are in my home. You can't let them find what's in the back room.
Just don't look in the trunk.
The refugees will make fine slaves, and you will make a fine corpse.
What's that about a fine corpse?
Noble warrior. Let me show you why this room is so important. The Imperial Guards were trying to take these refugees. I did not know what to do. I am not the warrior my father was. Take whatever you want from his chests.
I almost feel bad, like, taking the stuff.
You saved us.
May Akarat praise you.
Alright. Stuck in here.
Not enough left. The crusade marches on.
Rock that in there. So this second half of Act 2 has one of my favorite characters in the history of Diablo in it. His name's Zoltan Cool, and he's just such a cool character, man. And the voice acting is incredible. I'll have plenty to say about that when I find him. You'll see for yourselves. Really looking forward to that. So many bad guys, I don't know which direction to focus my attacks in. Yep, Steve won. It's hard to even believe it's him. And I just leveled up. Active skill Phalanx. I remember that one sounded pretty cool. Shield Bash Rune, awesome. I use Shield Bash. Judgment Rune, I don't think I use Judgment. What else? New passive skill, Holy Cause. Alright, let's take a look at some of this. So I got a new passive skill. Let's assume for a moment that it's going to replace one of the ones that I currently have equipped. I have Indestructible, which is awesome. It pretty much means if I die, I don't die. Once per minute, which is extremely overpowered in my opinion. And increase Vigilant, which increases life regeneration by 34. That's pretty good, but it's not that great. So if I was going to replace one, it'd be this one. So let's click on here and see what the new one does. Holy Cause. The amount of damage dealt by your weapon is increased by 10%. Whenever you deal holy damage, you heal 1% of your total life. Not that great. We'll keep Vigilant on. Alright, so we got a new rune for Shield Bash. Right now I have Shattered Shield equipped, which is the thing that kind of makes it explode outward when I use it. 3D! I could replace that with Shield Cross. Additional shields erupt from you in a cross formation. So I guess that means forward, back, left, and right. Which would be good for when I'm surrounded. Yeah, we'll try that one for a while. That might be pretty okay. Don't really care about Judgment. And this is Phalanx. This is the new active skill I unlocked. Summon powerful avatars who charge forward to the targeted destination. That would replace Condemn. Build up a massive explosion, unleashing it after 3 seconds. Yeah, we're going to go with Phalanx for a while. That sounds cool. Yeah, what's cool about this, I didn't even think about this until I tried it out. This cross shield thing explodes outwards from my center, instead of the one that I had before, which was the shield fragments that only went forward. But now that I have Phalanx equipped, I don't need the shield fragments to go forward, because Phalanx will do that now. So this is a good combo here. I didn't even think about that. It just it worked out really well. This is back where I came from. So now I have like my 360 covered, and I have my forward covered. Let's try it. Wish there was more guys over there. Oh, that was the wrong... Hold on, that was the wrong one. Oh, it's triangle. Yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like. That's cool. I like that. I'll probably end up putting the other thing back on though, because I don't know, it's cool, but I think it'll probably have less utility than the bomb.
My wrath is burning. Not enough wrath.
Yeah, you know, all this stuff is pretty cool, but I like the way I had it before better. So keep punish on. Where is it? Triangle. Phalanx is cool. I like it, but I think I like Condemn more. And we'll change the Shield Bash rune back to Shattered Shield. Because that's just too awesome. I like things the way I had it. I think this setup has greater utility.
Overwhelm the enemy and seize his companions. There is a witch among them, and another, a girl. Bring them to me along with the Black Soul Stone. We will be searching for the head of something cool. Scour the oasis front. Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
Now, the thing I like most about this class is the shield bash, and I'm not about to start experimenting with the thing that made me fall in love with this class. So, I mean, you know, I'm not against the other setup. I like this setup. I'm comfortable with this setup. I think it's got a greater utility. I think it works better. It'll probably work better for boss fights. It's more direct. It lets me focus in on who I think should be dead, and this setup lets me attack that person until they are dead in a very direct way. Into the Forgotten Ruins in Dalga Oasis. I want to look around a little bit more first. I think there's more stuff to see out here. And I'm not in any kind of hurry. You know, I take almost a Zen-like approach to playing this game. I'm kind of like the Bob Ross of Diablo 3.
Centuries ago, a much smaller Chaldean depended upon small wells for its water. Then came the mysterious Dalgul, offering Chaldeum an oasis of unparalleled splendor, located in an area previously thought to be desert, asking only that his name be permanently affixed to the land. Then, vanished into the wastes.
I'll tell you, man, the next, this week is going to be nuts, man. I'm not going to, I can't look into it yet because the next 4 episodes are yet to have happened. But I'm sure that this will be the heaviest week for Normal Game Couch since I started doing Normal Game Couch. Because we're talking about, like, you know, entire acts being done in 1 or 2 sittings here over the course of a week. Haven't really done that kind of thing yet on the show. Looking forward to it, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so this is the aqueducts. I cannot access that yet.
This cannot be opened yet.
This cannot be opened yet. We'll get in there soon enough. Hey, come on down here and I'll kill you. Die already. Man. I want to look at some more of this zone. Looking at the map, it seems like it's going to be bigger than it is, but it tapers at the southern end. So So it's actually a lot smaller than you think. And I think it's worth exploring. There's like a whole section in the middle here. This guy's throwing mobs at me. I can't hit that guy from here. I gotta come around this side. Come on, guy. Sitting on your perch, throwing mobs at me. That's not cool. Hey!
Not enough lab.
People are flying all over the place. This guy's actually hurting me. Come on. Ah! Ice. Frozen. Alright, here we go. Alright, so looking on the map here, there's a whole section unexplored here that is kind of labyrinthine in nature, and I'm sure that is a preset asset, and there's probably a guy in there, or some kind of event in here to check out, so we'll go check it out. We'll walk into their trap, sure. Why not? Bad Medicine Chieftain. Bad Medicine Chieftain. Your love is like bad medicine. Bad medicine is what I want. Your love is like bad medicine. Oh, is that a thing I can break? Yes, it is. I like breaking things. By the way, I just want to point out, that was the 4th episode in a row that I've sang on, and that's very unusual for me. I kind of don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'm just subconsciously trying to push the buttons of the content ID system. Who knows? And yes, I know the lyrics are good medicine, but I was doing that thing from SNL with Will Forte and what's his face? Alright. Get back on task here. Finish exploring this area. By the way, it's Labor Day. If you're watching, thank you for joining me on Labor Day. I guess a lot of people, take the day off on Labor Day. But I'm not taking the day off. I'm streaming. I'm streaming no matter what. It's Labor Day, or I don't think I'd stream on Christmas. I don't think I'd stream on Halloween. I don't think I'd stream on Christmas. I don't think I'd stream on Halloween. I don't think I'd stream on Valentine's Day. But mostly because I wouldn't stream. But so I think those are the three that I won't. That's probably where I'd have to, draw the line. Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day. as far as holidays go. Come on, guys. It's heavy out here, man.
I require more rats.
Get back here. Get over here.
My wrath is low.
That was pretty rough. All right. I like the way these guys die. It's their blades spinning across the ground like that, like a crashing helicopter. I like it. Yeah. So, okay. So I've completely checked the perimeter of this zone. All that's left is. Oh, hold on. There's a little part down here. Last time I played through this zone on my other character, it tapered off, and I know you know, at the south, it tapered off at the south. That's not what happened here. I know it does randomly generate the environments, but there's usually like a methodology to it. This happened a little different than I expected, but all right, we got the southern part fully explored, but we do have the perimeter completely mapped out. There's a bit in the center of the middle section that needs to be explored. And I think I see a cellar over here. Ransacked cellar. Cellars are usually... Oh, this is one that I was already in, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, this is where those people gave me those weapons that I'm just going to sell. I feel bad about that. I mean, the thing is, like, it's NPCs, you know, even within the narrative of the game, I'm cleaning out this whole zone from demons. So they won't need the weapons. I just, you know, I feel bad about taking them. Because people are cowering in their cellars trying to survive, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that too. I'm just gonna sell it. Oh, these guys. Oh yeah, this is kind of an event here. Yeah.
I require more rats.
So yeah, these people here are kind of sacrifices, and this is kind of like a trap in here. Once you come down in here, there's some dudes that spawn in behind you. Like once I free these guys.
I must flee. To get out of here.
And there we go. That guy was easy. Why was that guy so easy? That was weird.
This is a trap.
What? Are you telling me that the chest is a trap? I guess so. I've never seen him do that before. That was weird. Why would the game broadcast that to me? Like, as a player, shouldn't I just, like, be made to fall for the trap? I mean, I sprung it anyway, so I guess the joke is on me after all. But whatever, it's not like it was hard to kill those guys. It's a trap. I just think it's weird that the game would broadcast that to me as the player. Like, let me fall for the trap. Let me be the idiot. I'll fall for it. It's a chest. Of course I'm going to open it. Alright, and that concludes the cartography portion of this particular zone. Let's move on to the waypoint. Oh, I've studied cartography in college. I happen to know that the blue part is the land. The Forgotten Ruins. Find Zoltan Kuhl's head.
We are in agreement. Kuhl, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Alright. Doom to us all. You're all doomed. Doomed. You're all doomed. You're all doomed. You just can't beat this Shattered Shield. It's too awesome, man. It's so effective. The game throws new stuff at me and tries to get me to change it. I'm not changing it. I'm way too happy with it.
Not enough RAM.
Way too happy with it.
And Dariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
By the way, I've been reciting the excerpt, the relevant excerpt from Dante's Inferno, each time I do a new circle of couch. And today, during my practice, because there's some Greek in it, I wanted to practice my oratory skills before I went live, so to speak. And the Greek section was Pape Satan. Pape Satan. And it's funny because my console thought I was saying PlayStation, and it activated the voice command. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's actually an invocation of it's a phrase meant to invoke Satan himself. And because I looked it up on the internet to make sure I was pronouncing it right. And it's funny that the PlayStation popped to life, you know, when I said that. So I thought that was pretty funny. I just wanted to mention that because I thought that was pretty funny. Alternatively, my Xbox One the other day turned on when I said awesome. I think it was, that's awesome, and then it turned on. Something like that. I don't remember if I said it or if my girlfriend said it. But. So the PlayStation turns on when I speak the words to invoke Satan, and the Xbox One turns on when I talk about something being awesome. So, read into that what you will. Thought it was pretty funny. Ah, I'm surrounded.
I require more rats.
I feel like if I keep following this path, it's going to lead me to where I want to end up. So if I don't backtrack now, there's going to be a lot more backtracking later. And kind of map out this this dungeon. Yeah, there's a whole mess of paths over here. Bad luck for you, friend. I just killed you. Bad luck for you. Oh, the Crusader, man, I'm telling you. Not sure if this is gonna be a dead end or not. Looking at my mini-map. Nope, there's definitely more to it than that. I want to take this path first. This path up here to the right. This feels more centralized to me. I want to check this path first.
Not enough rat.
And this is a dead end, which is good, because the cool thing about hitting dead ends like this in dungeons is once you hit a dead end, you can write that direction off. Like, you know, you've been there, you've looked at it, you've explored it, you can forget about it now. So I like dead ends in dungeons. They eliminate one of the wrong paths and put you on course for the right path. You know, but all in due time. Like, I do want to fully explore this this dungeon anyway. So it doesn't really matter when I find it, just that I find the dead end and the non-dead ends. Everything is a dead end if you walk long enough. That should be a shirt. Everything is a dead end if you walk long enough. Makes me think of that movie, The 13th Floor. Very underrated.
Chaff before the wind.
There's Zoltan Kuhl's head. I'm not going to pick it up yet because I don't remember what happens when you do. I was taking a guess. There's a 50-50 chance that this is either the way I should have gone. Okay, so both paths connect here. So we don't have to go out of our way to backtrack. So that's good. That's good. I just like to explore. There's so much dungeon to see, and I want to see it all. Plus I get XP. I level up. Oh yeah, that's right, I leveled up. Man, I forgot about that. I get distracted. Alright, nothing new there. Yeah, I still like that the best. I didn't think there was something new there. I just forgot what that third deal was. Keep shield bash the same. Not interested. All right, we got a new rune for falling sword. So instead of superheated, the ground you fall on becomes superheated, damaging all enemies who pass over it. So like an area of effect. We could have, instead of that, part the clouds. You build a storm of lightning as you fall, which covers the area you land on. Lightning strikes erupt from the cloud, attacking and stunning enemies under the storm. So that's like an AoE that attacks them and stuns them. That might be better. I'm sure that the AoE causes less damage, because superheated, that's like all it does. This part of the clouds does two things, so it probably does two things half as well as, you know, separate things that do one thing. Does that make sense? But I think for this class, stunning the enemies. See, when I use my R1 attack on this class, it's usually because I'm fighting something huge or there's like a lot of dudes around. So if I'm using R1, that means I might be in danger soon. So having something to stun enemies would actually do more for me than the damage, the extra damage from this rune. So I think for this class, Part the Clouds is better. But we'll see, Coming up with an idea of how something would work is a lot different than using the thing in the heat of battle. Let's try it. See, everybody died. I couldn't really get... I tried it, and everybody died. I couldn't really get a read on how effective it was. You guys died too quickly. Come on, guys. Try to survive long enough so I can know how badly I'm hurting you. You guys are no help. Alright. Let's go pick up Zoltan Kuhl's head. Coolest character in the game. Well, and now actually, I think Tyrael's the coolest character in the game because it's Tyrael. Come on. But I think Zoltan Kuhl is like the coolest, like in the way that a bad guy can be cool. I think Zoltan Kuhl is the coolest. The thing about Zoltan Kuhl, though, is he's not, like, inherently good or evil. He's, like, chaotic neutral. If I had to put him on the D&D, the D&D graph, I'd put him on chaotic neutral.
We set out in 1 week's time, into the desolate sands, to search for Kuhl's hidden archives. None of us had any idea what to expect. How far has Kuhl's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Alright, so I got Zoltan Kuhl's head. I gotta talk to Adria in the hidden camp. I don't know why I'm going back to the Oasis.
I need to go back.
I could have just teleported out from the hidden cave. But whatever.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve.
Talk to Adria.
Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
Yeah.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last 2 Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life.
God, he's so cool.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical.
So I gotta point out, that's Steve Blum. Like, I don't get it, dude. That's the same guy that did Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. How is that possible that he's making that voice? So awesome. Such a cool character, too. Everything about Zoltan Kuhl is awesome.
Have you ever fought Belial?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army. Always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
Very proficiently, then.
I miss Uncle Deckard so much. It's hard going on without him.
He lives in your memory, Leah. Take comfort in that.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my research.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
So I got more talking to do, but we're gonna hit this merchant real quick.
That place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
Now, let's see here. Sell the crap. Whoop. Was a little too quick on that one. Oh, that's, I can't use that anyway. All right. Okay, we're good. A little too quick on that one. Still rocking Leoric's crown. Magistrate brace. Magistrate brace. Alright. Got a new belt. Vigilante belt. 69 to strength, 57 to vitality, plus 11 life per second, plus 28 life per hit, plus 21 experience per kill. This is an awesome build. Like, that's awesome. Alright, cool. We'll be rocking that belt for a while, I'm sure. Get rid of the junk. A lot of junk here. And repair everything. Let's head over to Covetous Shen. Combine my gems. Just got a trophy. Alright. Let's see. I don't know if I have anything with any open slots. I could look at all of my pieces individually, or I could just try to put something in something. Yeah. I don't have any open slots. Alright. So, yeah, we're good to continue these narratives. The, I can't remember who. Actually, I do remember. Troy Baker. Troy Baker does the Scoundrel. I was looking this game up yesterday because, frankly, even though I believed it, I couldn't believe that Steve Blum did Zoltan Kuhl. So I was looking up voice actors in this game, and I found out that Troy Baker does the Scoundrel.
You speak of women often, but have you ever actually loved one?
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart before it went black as coal.
What happened to her?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
And you didn't stop them?
Wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
How are these people so good at voice acting? Steve Blum and Troy Baker are like top tier, like, I don't know, voice acting artisans.
Whatever happened to your sisters?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
How?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
Do you know who killed them?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. Surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
Weirdly enough, too, Jennifer Hale does Leah. That's Fem Shep from Mass Effect. But in this, she sounds convincingly like a 17 or 18-year-old girl. So I don't know, man. Like people are good at, like, good voice actors are really good at what they do, and that's why they keep getting the roles, man. That's why like the same three people get jobs for like everything. like Gray DeLisle, Jennifer Hale, Troy Baker, and Steve Blum are like the four people that get jobs in everything because they're so good.
Leah thinks highly of you.
She has a kind heart.
There are worse qualities.
Kindness will not help us survive in these eyes is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soul Stones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
Did you and your wife enjoy your time with the Vetchin?
We did. They saw two lost souls in love and on the run. They thought it was unbearably romantic. I suppose it might have even been true. One of their mystics saw Miller's talent and trained her in their art. We traveled with them for a time. We fell in love. Do you know what it is to love someone?
A crusader loves his faith, his shield, and his cause.
A pity. None of those can love you back.
All right.
I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
Ah, so be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should
Steve Blum, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
The Dulgar Oasis.
You're an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know what you truly are.
Speak plainly.
Or will be revealed in time.
I love that. Every time he talks to you, like on the field and goes away, like disappears, he leaves with this cackle. It's so good. I love it. Such an evil cackle. That's like mustache twirlingly evil. All right, so we got to head to the aqueducts.
To explore the great library of Chaldeum when this is all over.
You sound like Cain.
Maybe, but they've got to have books on the Black Soul Stone and Asmodan. Something that will help me understand his theories.
Come on, Leah, don't lag behind. All right. Kind of went a little out of my way. All right, so we're heading to that door that I couldn't open before. The aqueducts. We'll see if we can get in now.
I can open this gate for you.
I can open this gate for you. Yeah, I'm sure he has our best intentions in mind. It certainly sounds like it, doesn't it?
Emperor Khan.
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Kul's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Have you located Belial?
Not yet, but I have some ideas. It is difficult. I have many advisors and other attendants close to me day and night. I will find him.
And I will kill him.
How are you able to appear before us?
They keep a close watch on me. I can't leave the palace. I stole an amulet from the Vajera ambassador. I saw him use it before. But I don't have much time. You need to find the stone. Leave Bilal to me.
Alright, so I need to pull the levers at the western flow control and the eastern flow control. Or the western channel and the eastern channel. So the only one I have access to right now is the western channel. I believe I gain access to the eastern channel at the end of the western channel. So we'll do this one first. These channels aren't too big.
There will be fighting here.
It's Bilal. So long as he lives, all of Chaldean is under siege. Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
And you agree?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
At least Leah's being less of an idiot now. That's good.
Even though it did have its dangerous side. I can't tell you how many times I had been dragging away from an army of skeletons because he was fixated on some dusty old tapestry.
I think Blizzard kind of went a little over the top with Leah's ignorance. Because she goes on earlier in the game about like how, oh, my crazy Uncle Deckard always talking about like angels and demons. I don't believe any of it. And like she walks outside of her house and there's demons and she's like, I don't believe any of it. What a crazy old coot. It's like, what's your problem, Leah? It's right there in front of your face. Like, are you that stupid? Oh, that crazy old coot going on about demons again. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Test my skill. My wrath is low.
Oh, sorry, Uncle. Sorry I couldn't be here sooner. I was too busy killing demons on my way here. So what was that you were saying about demons? You crazy old coot. You don't know what you're talking about.
enjoyed that.
Some odd graphical glitching there. The surface, what's supposed to be the surface of the water, moving up in those sacks, is stuck in place. Just wanted to point that out. Just noticed that, thought I'd point it out. Not a big deal. Other way.
Tell me more about your area.
The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A workstation in each place.
You make a fine innkeeper.
If I survive this mess.
Alright, so I'm definitely heading in the right direction. Okay, yeah, it just popped up on my mini-map. Psychologically speaking, I would guess that maybe Leah is was in denial. But that doesn't make sense, because even though she's accepted it, seems to have accepted the reality now, she still talks about it like she didn't. So that doesn't make any sense. I have to say, I think it's more likely that Leah's just poorly written, which is too bad.
Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dulgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
Chaldeum kind of reminds me of Karth from Game of Thrones. There's also a city in Nina Kuni that reminds me a lot of Karth / Chaldeum, but I can't remember the name of that city. Nina Kuni was good. Western Flow Control.
I was so upset when Uncle Deckard would go on and on about angels and demons. Now I would give anything to hear him tell his tales again.
Alright, here we go.
That's one lever down.
Alright, now to the Eastern Channel. One lever down, one lever left to go. Yeah, just looking around. Oh, that's Leah. She was green. I thought she was like a buffed enemy. I'm not used to having NPCs with me, because normally in the game, whenever I'm given the opportunity to have an NPC follow me around, I always turn them down. I'm a solo player, man. Even when it comes to NPCs, I'm a solo player.
Make your peace quickly.
Solo. I'm a soloist on a solo list. All live, never on a floppy disk. I've graduated from singing to rapping. Yep.
In recent days, the aqueducts have become dilapidated and infested with vermin. The Imperial Guard has done nothing, proclaiming that the aqueducts were in tolerable condition. But I have seen them with my own eyes, and I know the truth. Very wealthy families, including myself, now prefer well water for our homes.
Infrastructure.
So, Caldeum is magnificent and corrupt.
Dead end.
Blessings of the light.
And I just leveled up again. Sweet, I'm almost level 30. That's awesome. Oh, there's still a guy there. I'm a fire starter. Alright. I unlocked something called fire starter. I don't know what that is. Where is it? No. Consecration, frozen ground. The consecrated ground becomes frozen, chilling enemies that pass over it and occasionally freezing them. That's pretty good. And I know that's pretty good because when it happens to me, it sucks. So if I can make it happen to the enemies, that's awesome. But I gotta say, I like Bathed in Light a little more. So we won't change that yet. Akarat's champion. Explode with the fury of your order, increasing your damage and wrath regeneration. I like Falling Sword. I pretty much like what I have. Like, as far as the skills, like the active skills go, I only have 2 more active skills to unlock. Heaven's Fury, which unlocks at the next level, actually. Call down a furious ray of holy power that burns all enemies caught within it, which actually sounds pretty awesome. Might be better than Falling Sword. And Bombardment, which unlocks at 61. Call in an assault from afar, raining spheres of burning pitch and stone onto enemies around you for a short duration. These are all awesome skills. Even Akarat's champion sounds awesome, but I like Falling Sword better. I like Part the Clouds. I like having Part the Clouds on this. But when Heaven's Fury unlocks next level, I'm probably going to give that one a shot, because that sounds pretty awesome. All right, and this was a dead end. So yeah, there was nothing nothing that I wanted to change with the level up. Had enough. $57 kills. Pretty awesome. Now I got to go back over all that, all this area that I just flew past. I feel like my inventory is probably going to be full here soon. It's got to be getting there, right? Wow, 28 out of 60? Man, I'm doing better on inventory space than I thought. I guess I really haven't been down here that long. It feels like it, but I guess I really haven't been. I mean, since I've been in town, this is only the second part of the dungeon I've been in, and both parts are pretty small, so... Oh, dead end over here.
Why were you fighting? The other children thought I was strange. They tormented me mercilessly.
All right, so many dead ends. I think I gotta head back and loop back up. Where are you, Leah? Keep up. One good thing about companion NPCs in this game is they don't... It doesn't matter if they get hung up on the geography of a level, because they're programmed, apparently, once they get off screen to... like kind of fast forward their way to you. So that's good, because a lot of older games like Morrowind. I was playing Morrowind the other day, and I had an NPC following me, and keeping her following me and walking in the right direction was a nightmare. But in this, you know, you don't have to think about it. All right, there's the exit to the eastern flow control lever. There was one path back here that I wanted to look at first. All right. Picked up some leggings. All right. Ready to go pull that lever. And break some vases. Straight up Zelda in here.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
Ah, the Desolate Sands. Another cool zone.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
You would do better?
You shall see when we get to my archives.
Okay. Got anything new to say, Hakan? No? Alright. Enter the waterlogged passage from the ancient waterway.
Hello? Is there anyone alive out there?
So this is where you find Covetous Shen. Like I said before, I already found him on my other character, so he's in town for me. But this is where you're meant to find him, and I'm sure you find him every time you play because it's a scripted event. But so we're gonna find him here. Covetous Shen is a really cool character, very mysterious. They kind of hint at like his origins. And his, like, true, like, his true, character is kind of a mystery.
Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monsters? Say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
And what do you covet, Shen?
Oh, this and that, you'll see.
So, for someone who normally plays without any companion NPCs, I got 2 people with me now. That's really unusual for me.
I hope you're better. I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
And you are such a guy.
I am? Well, I used to live down here long ago. But I don't talk about that now.
Covetous Shen.
Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
Dead end. Another dead end.
Now I wonder where my young guide got off.
Now, I don't mind the dead ends, because now I know I'm on the right path.
Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice fellow. He must still be around here also, or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we?
Time to test my skills.
It was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
I can't see. So the guy that plays Covetous Shen was the maitre d' or whatever of the Chinese restaurant in that Seinfeld episode, and I believe he played Tia Carrere's father in Wayne's World, and he played the Backstreet Doctor in that Def Jam fighting game. He's one of these guys that kind of pops up in everything.
Do you think Gavin is all right? I hope he hasn't gotten lost. This place can be dangerous without a guide.
Die. He talks a lot. Alright, there's a dead end.
Did we get the crucible? I'll
Man.
treat you to something delicious. I know a place in Chaldeum where they have meat and peppers roasting on a spit all...
Crucible! It's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. Here, I just warned you.
Get back here, Gavin. Yeah.
Should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up.
I'll pick it up. Just give me a second. Still guys trying to kill me if you haven't noticed. Alright. I want to pick up that item before I pick up the crucible. I don't think it matters.
Poor little man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewel fragments. Well, you know, I've been searching for a certain jewel for a long, long time. I'm in no rush. But maybe if I go with you, I'll find it just like I found this crucible. May I come with you on your journey and make glorious jewelry for you?
Very well. We should keep moving, though.
Oh, the way out is just a little farther. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
He talks a lot.
You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cool's body. I'll meet you when you get to the archives.
Go to the ancient path. Alright, that was the old objective. That's what I thought.
They are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own end. The power of your birthright could make you a god.
Oh, I haven't the vanity to seek God. I leave that to you.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Alright, so I gotta get the 2 vials of blood. One from the Cave of the Betrayer, one from the Vault of the Assassin. Blood and sand. Go get that blood.
My archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sand we have tread upon. The Horadrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. I still have
Finally, I dropped those NPC followers, man. About time. Alone again, naturally.
We, the Zakaru, have endeavored to make Chaldeum a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die, with nothing but the clothes on their backs. In thousands of years of records, I cannot find a single account of a prisoner surviving exile to the desolate sands. The wastes are littered with bones that have been picked dry by the endlessly circling bloodhawks or desperate Lakuni. Those who die there meet their end without the sanctity of the light.
It's kind of like getting exiled on Arrakis. Just drop you out in the desert and leave you to die.
Like chaff before the wind.
Take this zone step by step.
My mother told me not to join the Major's army. I should have listened. In the morning they're sending the infantry against the Vigeri. I don't know how we're supposed to survive. Maybe we're not. It's so beautiful here. Maybe if I hid in the trees, they wouldn't notice I was gone.
Yep, so far so good. Kind of zigzagging my way through this zone here. And there's something.
Some of my blood is within that cave.
All right. Land. All right, so we got this cave here. Cave of the Betrayer. Get the blood of Zoltan Kuhl from the Cave of the Betrayer. All right.
I believe with this soul stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. Ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the soul stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
It's still hard to believe that that's Steve Blum. Like, I believe it, but it's so good. Does such a good accent, too. Totally believable. Be leveling up again soon. You level up fast in this game. Too fast, to be honest. The thing about like Diablo 1 is if you saw a character that was like level 70, you'd be like, oh, that guy must have played through the game like 4 or 5 times. Now when you see a character that's level 70, you're like, oh, that guy like played through the game once. It doesn't mean as much to be as high in level as it did with the older Diablo games. But this adds the this version of the game adds the Paragon system, which adds like after level 70 adds like an extra 800 levels for you. Like here's the map here.